has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational. But that just wouldn't be our style. Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
This is Roman Colburn, former University of Alabama football player and 1992 national champion, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're located here on the corner of I-65 and Highway 72 West at the Applebee's location. Y'all come in later today. There's going to be a lot of football, basketball has started for college, and just going to be a lot of great sports on today. Alabama and Auburn both played 11 o'clock, and that's when Applebee's opens. So come on in and grab something great to eat while you're watching some football games. We've got a great show, as always, on tag today. And so call and text us at 256-812-1848, 256-812-1TGT. You can reach us online at tailgatetalk.net, Twitter and Instagram, Tailgate Talk AL, on Facebook, Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and you can subscribe to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on YouTube channel. Amazon Echo say,
play Tailgate Talk.
Oh, and Google Home say,
Okay, Google.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
You got to put that Alexa.
yeah, that Alexa's in there. So, and everybody knows who Alexa is, so talk to her and tell her to play Tailgate Talk. This is Todd Tomlin this morning. I'm going to be running solo for most of the day. Our buddy Tom is at the Auburn-Mississippi State game, and good for him. He's getting to go up there and watch his Tigers play in what should be a really good football game. And then Jay, unfortunately, getting ready for the Christmas rush, is working hard at Target to get all of our Christmas gifts in, so Santa Claus will be available. You can also download the Tailgate Talk app for your Android or iPhone, which is powered by Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. And look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google, Spotify, and other popular podcast platforms. Later this morning, hopefully we'll be joined by my nephew and Georgia fan, Georgia Bulldogs, Gavin and Greenhall, and hopefully Gavin will come in and we can share a little bit of conversation about some football and basketball. And of course we'll be joined here in just a little bit by Clay Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup, Freak Daddy. He's always wonderful about joining us each week and giving us a recap. And we also have the wonderful Coach Clint Legg, the nature boy himself, walking in. Clint's going to join us this morning as well and help bail out old Todd on the microphone. Coach, how you doing, buddy?
Awesome, man. Sorry, I thought it was a ghost town out there. Let's see where y'all park.
Everybody's parked on the backside now. I think they finally trust us after 6 years to finally walk in the side door.
They should.
I actually walked in the back door.
Wow.
I came in through the kitchen.
Tim owns the
Kitchen
place.
help.
So.
Yeah, they had it locked,
awesome.
so I had to come in through that way. So.
That's awesome.
Coach, how's it going, bud?
Man, great night last night at Clements, man. We're doing our basketball's off to a good start. I mean, our varsity boys are 3-0, and
Nice.
first time they beat East in about 20 years, I think. So huge.
Wow,
last
I did not
night.
even
Huge.
see that
Yeah, huge.
score. I knew y'all were playing, but I thought it was later this week.
Right, we won. I'd say by 4, 5, 6 points, somewhere in that range.
I have that score.
I'm sorry.
My scores
And
and more.
that's interesting.
Tell me
And
to
I'll
take
turn
going.
I'll turn that over to you in a second, but I just want to say real quick, I mean, that's coming off East Limestone team that just beat Bob Jones a few nights ago.
Let's go. I'm gonna hold off on them scores to. That means still Tim's.
All right. Well, we're not going to steal Tim's thunder. We're going to turn it over to our producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert, for scores and more.
All right, scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. All right, basketball from last night. Clements did beat East Limestone in the varsity boys game, 69-65. The East Limestone girls won their game 40-36. That's in the varsity. East Limestone JV boys won 65-35. James Clements boys and girls got close wins over Athens last night. The boys won 63-60, and the Lady Jets won 48-47. New Hope over Elkmont in the varsity boys game, 58-39. Elkmont girls really struggled, 53-18. But the JV Red Devils won 61-56. Wrapping up football for our local schools here, Mars Hill beat Tanner 47-20. And so that ends the Rattlers season. And it was Piedmont over Lauderdale County 31-0. I'd like to say congratulations to Athens High's Cooper Cochran, Tucker Stockman, Sam Sandy, and Braden Harrison for their baseball scholarships with UT Martin, Southern Miss, Belleville State, and Wallace State, respectively. Earlier this week, Anna Carter, Katie and Emily Simon, and Bryn South signed softball scholarships with Southern Illinois, Auburn, Montgomery, and Motlow State. Carter Petty will go to Tennessee Southern to play golf, and Kylie Rinke will be on the UAH track and field team. James Clemens, Noah Berry signed with Sanford for baseball. Dakota Daniels inked with Alabama A&M softball. So there you go. And you hadn't run through our guests yet, so I'll wait for who we got coming up next week. So.
Okay, to do the rundown of today's
go ahead and do that.
Of course, we'll be joined by our Havoc cook-up, Clay Coleman, as I mentioned earlier. Jessica Thompson, the girls' East head basketball coach, and Sam Wallace, the girls' head coach at Elkmont. Joseph Goodman, who wrote We Want Bama. That's going to be an interesting conversation. Let's see. What's the McAfee coach?
Dawn McAfee.
Dawn McAfee, head coach of Lindsay Lane swimming team, which we'll have to talk to her. That sounds like a new sport for Lindsay Lane. And, of course, we'll always be joined by AP Steadham, our SEC guru. And then at the end of the show, Kyle Owens and Jared Kirkpatrick, boys and girls head basketball coaches at Ardmore.
All right, so next week we'll have our big week early Iron Bowl show. We'll be talking with Tom Roberts, Alabama Sports Network, and Charlie Trotman, former Auburn quarterback and color commentator.
That'll be good.
We'll get them on at the same time, and I'm working on another pair, but I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to step out.
Charlie's my guy, man. He come up there and helped our quarterbacks at Ardmore back in the day when I was up there. He's a great guy, man. Great Auburn guy, and loves Auburn. But he really helped our quarterbacks, man. It's good to have a old school guy that kind of did what I wanted to do, and he come up there and spent the day with us.
That is awesome. Now, I don't know if we've ever had him on. I know we've had
no, and
Tom on.
I called his business phone number there, and he came on and he said, yeah, I'd be honored to do it.
Awesome.
So he was, got him right off the bat.
Yeah, between the two of them, they'll have some good Alabama-Auburn stories to share, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, we're going to take us a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Clay Coleman, our Havoc cook-up. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Next week, it's our week early Iron Bowl show featuring Tom Roberts of the Alabama Sports Network and Charlie Trotman, former Auburn quarterback and color commentator. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Have yourself a merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Give the gift that doesn't require wrapping. Faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Be listening for Limestone County Area High School basketball this season from Play Action Sports. Hear coverage of girls and boys action from ABS, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at pasnetwork.net or on your Play Action Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County Area High School basketball from Play Action Sports.
WKAC.
Hello, this is Jeff Pugh, head football coach at East Limestone High School. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're now joined by our Havoc hookup, who joins us weekly, and wonderful Kentucky Wildcat fan, Clay Coleman. How you doing, Clay?
Doing good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man, you sound great. You've got me and Tim and Coach Clint Legg joining us today.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I know I had phone issues last week, so I want to make sure I had everything good to go.
You sound great, man. Sound great. So, first of all, I want to take time to congratulate you. I just now thought about it. I wish I had pulled up exactly what it was, but man, you've been recently honored with a few things, and you're really a humble dude. But so we're just gonna say it's on air. I mean, you're deserving of anything that comes your way. You really are.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
You're I guess for lack of a better word, it sounds kind of businesslike, but you're such a huge asset to this community. I have been for years, and will continue to be. So, congratulations on everything that's been coming your way lately.
Well, thank you very much. I just need you to tell that to my wife, so she'll let me keep doing what I do, right? Because sometimes I feel like I need a stunt double. I do have this curse where a lot of times she'll know as soon as it happens, somebody will come up and say, "Hey, I'd like you to do this," and my wife's like, "No."
It's hard to say no sometimes, though.
Oh,
or most of the time,
you know,
actually.
Yeah, well, the main thing is like I feel like that, when the stuff we get to do, it's fun, it's playing, it's radio, it's all these things, and and I enjoy the most of it of giving other people the opportunities to do some of the things that we get to do. Like for me, the calling of the football games, or I think the most fun I've ever had probably in 16 years of being in the Tennessee Valley is, doing the James Clemens Jets football stuff, but also I did a 7th and 8th grade girls basketball county championship game. and to be able to say these girls' names when they probably had no one on a microphone ever say their name.
Yeah, and it's a huge deal when you're that age.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it's I would challenge anybody that's listening, that the sad part I see some is that you go to a lot of these high schools and things, and I know it's there to get to where people get paid, but I'm encouraging to do all they can, middle school or high school program as best you can, because, it helps these kids so much.
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, and to me, I've always looked at that kind of stuff as community service, to be honest.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really is. So,
well, you look at the percentages of what let's say that I'm sure it just could continue to diminish, but you got all the youth sports kids, and some of those quit playing and don't play middle school and then high school, and then it drastically drops to college, and then if it ever gets to a professional, you're looking at like a 0.5% that actually make it to that professional level. So if you can give these young kids maybe a little bit more professionalism, it adds to the experience and gives them a memory, that and I think that's what life's all about, building memories and just being good to people.
Yep. I can remember whenever I was a kid getting out in the backyard shooting basketball, and basket by Lambert.
Right.
Oh, you were a lot more timid than I was, because when I would do it, I would just go all out. Basket scored by Tumberland.
Well,
I drug it out. I was like Dr. J.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, man. So, Havoc, 10 straight wins, dude.
Yes, 10-0. It's 9-0 was the best they'd ever done. Now they're 10-0, and these guys they're special. It's usually you don't see a team gel this quick, but it really, honestly, I think was a good move from Coach DeTulio, because last year, with the COVID game, there was only 5 teams, and a lot of the teams were forming like little mini all-star teams, right? I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn just decided, hey, I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to keep, my guys, and I'm not going to build this team. We may not win a championship, but, who cares? But we're going to still have it. So it's almost like they've gotten a little bit of they've already had that synergy. They've already been playing together. They've already had that. So they've kind of like, they're on a roll, and this will be a true test this week. I mean, because, they're on the road until November 25th.
Yeah.
They play Peoria twice at home, which is at their home, which is always a challenge. So, I mean, the SPHL record is 11-0. That was held by our little sister down in Birmingham.
Yeah.
They got 11-0. Right. And who knows? Maybe they make a run at 12-0, but we'll just count it game by game. But they're playing very, very well. And over the past weekend, they had 2 road shootouts that they went into, and then on Thursday night, or Wednesday night, we had another shootout at home, and they won. So they're finding a way to win. And last night, Pensacola had filled in for what looks like to be a struggling Macon Mayhem organization.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. For those that don't know, Havoc were scheduled to play the Macon Mayhem, but for whatever reason, maybe you can share that, Pensacola Ice Flyers had to take their spot.
Yeah, this is, they try to hide it, because you as a league, you want to protect your every team, right? Because your league is only as strong as the teams that are in it, and Macon's struggling right now, and they've had some relationships with bus travel and things like that and really honestly, there's still that overlap of COVID where people aren't wanting to work, and so if you don't have bus drivers, you don't have things, it just makes it tough. So they're struggling right now. We're hoping that they can hang in there and keep it going, but they've had a complete turnover. COVID made them lose, the majority of all of their players and coaching staff and work staff. It's not too many people can go a year without work. So that was they probably of all the teams in the league took that hit the strongest.
Well, I know that some of the local high school football games have had trouble getting full officiating crews. What about, is that hit the hockey world, the SPHL?
It has. I mean, it's from, really honestly, like, the Von Braun Center, we had 5,009 people inside the VBC last night, but they only had enough staff to get 4 concession stands. And getting food and getting things when you go to a game is important to the experience, right? So if you can't do that, it's struggling. I don't know what the situation is. I never try to get too political or do things, but it's kind of at some point it's like we got to get people back to work, and like my dad said, it changes your mood sometimes too. I can't not work. You know, my dad was like, if you're bored or you need something to do, then go find something and at least get paid for it. You know, so.
Yeah.
So, but it's I mean, it's like I said, I feel like we're getting back there, but yeah, there's this little challenges that, you know, that you just don't think about that are affecting things, and hopefully we'll be able to keep it going. I mean, I really feel like our team and everybody's enjoying back. The fans are loving getting back into the arena and being around people, and let's just hope we can hold everything together and just keep moving forward.
Yep, absolutely. Getting off the topic of hockey a little bit, who's Kentucky have today, or do they have an off week?
They got those smart kids in Nashville, the Vanderbilt guys.
Is it up there? Is it up there? Or is it a home game?
Yeah, right. It's at Vandy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I'm almost positive. But yeah, they Kentucky. I don't know. They just kind of lost track and fell apart of who they were there for a second. And you know, losing the game to Georgia, I think, which was expected. But then losing to Mississippi State, and then you know, Tennessee's got a really good team. You know, it's like Tennessee's always found a way to beat Kentucky, so they're beating them, and
they are much improved this year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, honestly, like today, I mean, if I'm a Georgia fan, this is probably the most nervous they've been in a while. Losing to,
I don't know. I think they're too goofy to get nervous, to be honest.
You know, they've had a lot of distraction here. Like this past week, you'll see how teams do. I mean, they had the kid that's, you know, been sent out for the rape case and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, it's that is going to be a challenge for them to overcome. You know, it happens. You know, it's like one of these things you got to focus. And you know, going into Neyland Stadium, I don't care who you are, that is one of those places in college football that still has, you know, well, they got 108,000 people. So,
loud.
You know, yeah, you can get pretty loud. And if they can keep Georgia, keep Georgia at bay with, you know, their Tennessee's defense is pretty good, you know. And then, you got to look at it. Kentucky had all kinds of yards, but Tennessee kept them out of the end zone.
And Clay, if they don't win, they'll throw stuff on the field.
Right. You know, that's one thing that I asked one of my Tennessee friends. Everybody was concerned about them throwing stuff on the field. My thing was, I was impressed by the dedication of, if you're going to eat a stadium hot dog, that you have to bring your own mustard. That was where I was kind of like, that was high level. That was high level football stuff that I cannot. You know, I can't just have any mustard. I have to bring my own. That was strong.
Oh, Clay, I've been keeping up with you guys at James Clemens a little bit along the way. You know, you guys were good and got beat by a real good Oak Mountain team who last night got ransacked by Thompson, who I think is by far the best in 7A. They won 45-7 last night, which gives them a matchup with Hoover, who barely squeaked by Hewitt Trustful 24-23 last night. So, man, what a good game that's going to be at Hoover Friday night.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. You know, I wanted to start a petition. I think that we should have an 8A, and that should just be Birmingham. Because it seems like that the North Alabama football cannot beat Birmingham, and I don't know what that secret sauce is. I think that guys are trying, but I mean, if you saw that last Friday night, it was, you know, Florence losing, Sparkman losing, Bob Jones losing the next night. You had James Clemens losing. So, yeah, it's Birmingham just needs to go away and be their own league.
It's sadly been that way for a while, too.
I mean, Clay, you can look down to 5A and see, you know, when I was at East last year, we played Parker, who was a 4 seed, and they were amazing. Their quarterback was 6'4", about 250. He was a big dude, and now they're good this year. They beat Alexandria last night to move on. And like you said, even the inner city, the Ramseys and the Parkers and the Pleasant Groves are great.
You know, one thing that, I'm outsider looking in. You know, I've got a freshman that's playing football, and, you know, I came from Kentucky, which, you know, up until lately we didn't really know what football was until recently. But, you know, the one thing I see, and, you know, and I don't know how you fix it, like, this could probably be a whole show that you would need to do, but it just seems like the youth football and the middle school football in North Alabama is not where it needs to be. And I'm not criticizing because I really don't know the secret sauce to it, but I know when I've talked to people in Birmingham that they're using when they do the 7-on-7s. I mean, they're just, and it's a cohesive unit where it's almost like a feeder program that goes up. I think really the main youth football program here, I think Madison Academy does some, but it's one of those things. I think that may be the gaping hole that, hey, we need some, the younger, and it could be, it could be the fact that, more parents have gotten afraid of football and worried about concussions, and they don't let kids play at younger ages. I don't know what the problem is, but I think Birmingham starts them very, very young, and it's consistent. Their coaches communicate with the littles all the way up until middle school, and I see that because, like you said, when they come to town, it's a different mentality for sure.
Absolutely, it is. Well, Clay, man, we've run out of some time, but as always, buddy, thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you again next Saturday.
You're good luck with Bama and everybody else, and coach your school next year. Good luck with them too. But thank y'all for having me.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
Take care,
All right,
man.
Thanks. No problem.
All right. That was Clay Coleman, Freak Daddy of the Huntsville Havoc. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be talking to Jessica Thompson, head basketball girls coach at East Limestone. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big Ten 8.
Congratulations to Willie Brown, Elena Hughes, Nolan Willingham, Samantha Smith, Michael Selvey, and Julie Marshall, this week's Howl with the Havoc winners. They each pick up tickets to see the Huntsville Havoc in action this season. Enter your name for our weekly drawing at tailgatetalk.net, and you may be one of our next winners. Tailgate Talk will be right back.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm a First National Bank Student Advisory Board member, Rainey Oakley, from Elkmont High School. I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great, member FDIC.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Listen this basketball season as WKAC brings you action from the Athens High Golden Eagles. Join us for play-by-exciting play of varsity girls and boys games on our sports stream at WKAC1080.com. Tune in to WKAC and hear the replay each Saturday at noon, and then check it out on our website on demand. Athens High Golden Eagles basketball this season online at WKAC1080.com and on the air at 1080 WKAC.
This is Shay McGowan from Mental Edge Performance. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Joined this morning by Todd Tomerlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and head coach, or former head coach of Ardmore Tigers, and current Clements. I'm sitting here watching a football game. I know it. I'm sitting here watching football. Current principal at Clements. Coach Clint Legg, and we're joined this morning by Jessica Thompson, head girls basketball coach at East Limestone. Coach, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well this morning. How are you guys?
We're doing all right. So I got to see y'all play the other night against Bob Jones. Sorry, I was at that particular game. You know,
Yeah.
Anytime you're going up against a 7A school, you know, it's always not going to be fun. But you know, I thought the girls played hard and you know, gave effort, and you know, then you had a game last night at Clement. So talk a little bit about how your season started and what you're thinking about it so far.
Yeah, we had two tough games like back-to-back this week with Bob Jones and Madison Academy. Both are great programs. You know, like you said, the girls have been playing hard all year long, and, you know, that's all you can ask for. You know, building the program, we lost a lot of starters. We lost a lot of big contributors. Have some girls hurt, you know, that would be, you know, contributing a lot. But, you know, good thing is we're really young. They're playing hard, and we're just focusing on getting better every single day. You know, I think they played hard against Bob Jones, but you got to do the little things right. You know, teams that are successful, we think it's like a magical potion on how people win, but you win by doing the little things right and being successful at the little things.
Yeah.
You know, we just missed too many shots in the paint. I mean, the last three games, you know, free throws, shots in the paint, and just really trusting in ourselves. You know, I have a lot of kids that really don't have a lot of varsity experience. So playing at a varsity level, it's just a different ball game. So just to get a little experience underneath us, I was really proud of our girls last night. We went in, got up pretty big at the end of the second quarter. But, you know, the crowd kind of started getting to the game. We got a little shaky. But at the end of the day, we pulled out a win against the county team on the road. So, you know, we got to build off that and focus on the positive things that we did last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're so right about doing the small things that contribute to wins. You know, just the, you know, and a lot of times players don't think about it. You know, use the glass on a layup, box out on rebounding. You know, definitely hit your free throws. You know, drop your back foot on the baseline when the defender's, you know, trying to get past. Just the, you know, the little, you know, footwork and making good passes and things of that nature. And that's, I mean, you're right. That's what win ball games.
Yeah, absolutely. And it hurt us last night. You know, Taylor Farr, she's kind of our leader this year. She's been doing a great job offensively and defensively. You know, anytime we needed a bucket, last night she was able to provide that for us. We subbed her in. She had 4 fouls. We subbed her in. We scored 6 points back. I mean, just boom, boom, boom. She got her 5th foul, and I don't think we scored the rest of the ball game. You know, she kind of alleviates pressure from everybody else because she is such an aggressive attacker to the rim. It leaves other people a little bit more open on the outside, so they're getting a set shot to the basket instead of shooting on the move. You know, Clements did a great job. I think they have a solid core of kids that they played. You know, but I was just really proud of our girls. We made some crazy decisions at the end of the ball game, but that's how you learn and that's how you grow. And a lot of people think that success just happens overnight, but we have to be successful through experience.
I think, Jessica, when Todd and Tim, and we interviewed Jessica for the job last year at East Limestone, we tried to explain that for the last 4 or 5 years, East basketball girls has run through Gyra.
Yeah.
Everything that happened over there it's going to go through Gyra first. And a lot of those kids that played knew that she was going to touch it, and a lot of times she was going to make it. So they felt like, you know, this is Gyra, and a lot of seniors. And now it's a rebuilding. You know, you're playing with young kids, which young kids, I got young kids at my own house. They're going to make stupid mistakes, and you just got to live through it. And like I told Jessica last night, I said, you know, man, it was but lack of making free throws and little things at the end. But, you know, man, I think you can teach more when you win by 2 or 3 as opposed to winning by 33.
Yeah.
They can learn more. But, man, there's a lot of young girls there at East, and it is building a program from the bottom. From, you know, she's got to have support from first of all the admins and the community, and understand that she's got to have time with those girls in the gym. She's got to have practice. The TVBA team's got to be doing what she does, the whole 9 yards. It's going to take a while to get that at a large place like East. But I'm going to tell you, guys and people out there, if anybody can do it, I know Jessica can. That's why That's why she's the girls basketball coach at East Limestone.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate those kind words. Well, hopefully we'll get there.
You better enjoy it, Jessica. That's the only ones I'm giving you the rest of the day.
He's gonna ride you like a mule, rest of the
Oh man!
And as an East Limestone graduate, I appreciate you being there and wanting to work with the girls as well. Let me ask you one thing about. I don't know that I've ever asked this about to a girls basketball coach, and I know every coach, regardless of what sport they're coaching and what sex they're coaching, boys or girls. But do y'all watch a lot of film, or is that the girls?
Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't know what other people have done in the past, if they've watched film or not. We do typically. We haven't really had a chance to watch a lot of film this week because we've had 3 games. Yeah. We have another 3 games coming up this next week. Ooh. So we haven't really had a lot of time to teach. Especially after games, you come in, you watch some film, you focus on I think especially with this young group, trying to focus on everything that we need to work on is just going to be overwhelming to them. So I try to pick 1 or 2 things that we're going to focus on in a week, and we're going to get better at that 1 or 2 things. But typically I do watch some game film, but we just hadn't really had an opportunity.
Yeah.
When you got 3 games in a week, that's just really not a really coercive to a lot of teaching and growing in practice.
Not. Yeah, you're between the games and just trying to get some practice time in between those games is hard enough. Absolutely.
Yeah, our girls have we updated to an Huddle Assist, so it breaks down all of our game stats for us. So all of our girls have an account, and they can go in and watch themselves. They can filter through and watch every missed shot that they had or every time that they were out of position on defense. So that way it kind of tags them individually, so they don't have to sit there and scroll through the whole game film. So that's been a tool that we added this year that I think is really going to help us in the future, especially with teaching and growing young kids.
And one good thing about Huddle, Todd, and Huddle's been around for a few years, not a lot now, but here's why I liked Huddle. I had a coach that kept up. You can keep up with, let's just say you're on the team. How much film did Todd Tomlin watch last night? You can know. So I can go in there and go, well, this whole week we've watched, I look, see, hey, man, Tim Lambert's watched 3 hours of film. You've watched a minute. What are you doing?
Yep. That's awesome.
That's why I like Huddle. Yep. Among other things, you can get to what you want to watch.
And another good thing about it is like you just said, Coach, was that
Todd's watching wrestling.
Yeah, I'm watching
wrestling. Which ain't bad. I was this morning.
But you can go in and watch. Like the attention span of kids nowadays is pretty limited, so they don't want to watch the whole game. They don't want to watch what their teammates are doing. They just need to be able to focus on what it is they are or aren't doing. So that's another good thing, about Huddle, to be able to focus on what Of course, you need to know what your teammates are doing as well, but the individuals, as far as focusing on that's great.
Jessica, one of the things that impressed me about you when we talk and I talk is the people you got on staff helping you. Tell us a little bit about your assistant coaches and your middle school and JV coaches and all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a big believer in you're only as good as the people around you. I have Katie Spiegel helping me. She played at UAH, played at Austin High School, had a great career at both places. Have Shay Rivers, who played at Sparkman. She was able to win a state championship at Sparkman High School. Went on to play at Shelton State Community College, which is also. I mean, they're always like 1 or 2 in the nation competing for a national championship in JUCO. Went on to finish her career at the University of Alabama. And then I brought on Blake Tucker, who is our middle school girls coach, which he was a really good player at East. He ended up playing football in college, but anytime that you have, it doesn't matter really what sport, but if you have collegiate athletes out there and just the level of competitiveness and we talked about the attention to small details, that type of mentality, that's what's going to help grow your program. So I'm very blessed and fortunate to have the people around me that I have that are super supportive, and they completely understood going in what we were getting ourselves into as far as building a program 7 through 12. It's going to take a lot of development, but they're willing to do the work with me, so I'm very appreciative of them.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And it sounds like that, you're well on your way. It's early season, and, of course, we're going to have you back on as often as you're willing to join. So
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
Well, all righty. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us Saturday morning, and we hope you have a great weekend.
You guys as well. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks so much. You're been listening to Coach Thompson, head basketball coach, the girls basketball team at East Limestone. And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Elkmont girls head basketball coach, Sam Wallace. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hey, this is Dan Clemens Boys basketball coach Frankie Sullivan, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. You're joining us this morning here with the producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Clement's principal and former head football coach at Ardmore, Clint Legg, Todd the Boy Tomerlin, myself, Todd Tomerlin, and we're being graced in studio by the head girls basketball coach of the Elkmont Red Devils, Coach Sam. What is up, bud?
What's up, dude? How you?
Not much, man. How you doing?
You know what? If I was any better, I wouldn't be able to stand it, I don't think. You ever had a 10-month-old? I've got one right now. So
yeah, you definitely have it going on without a doubt.
Yeah, a lot of good things going on in my life.
A lot of good sleep, a lot of good.
Yeah. Actually, he does a good job sleeping through the night. He does a good job. Now, he's to the point he's figured out, hey, I can sit up and I can stand up in my crib. And so I see this plug over here that's got a speaker. I'm gonna chew on that for a while. So now I got to figure out how to get stuff situated where he won't electrocute himself. So.
Well, Coach Wallace, I was thinking about this morning when I was just looking at the rundown. Is this your 4th year?
This is 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, it's going by fast, dude.
I remember sitting here the first time. Yeah, sitting here, so y'all, and we hadn't even played a game yet, and y'all interviewing me. I'm like,
that was a little awkward, right?
Yeah.
But you've done a really good job with that Elkmont girls program.
We got good kids, dude. Man, that's all I can tell you is we got good kids.
Yeah,
and they're dumb enough to listen to me. So.
Well, I was just going to say, you and your staff does a good job of cultivating, the girls and their talent. And it seems like though, like this year, how many seniors do you have?
We've got 4. but we've only got 2 that have like major varsity experience.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It seems like every year, like you don't have that.
Yeah, we're getting
senior, junior.
We're getting there though. Next year's group, our juniors this year were 8th graders when I got there. I spent a ton of time with them in the middle school, and so they're my kids. Like all I've known is
come
really,
up through your program.
That junior high group, all I've really known is me.
Yeah.
So.
And that's exciting. And of course, I've always got Coach Donnie's story walking the hallways that you can just.
Me and Donnie talk basketball like every day. Like Donnie's retired from coaching. Like he's not helping anybody right now. He does more bowling than he does anything with his kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me and him talk basketball, especially Bama hoops.
Oh yeah.
And the things that Nate Oates is doing down there. So.
Yeah, which is a lot of good things without a doubt. So tell us about what you've got coming up this week, and what your thoughts are on the games.
Well, either I'm the smartest coach in the country or the dumbest, one of the two. Because this will be so on Monday we play East, and that will be game number 6.
Wow, dude, you are strong out of the gate.
Yeah, and then we play Tuesday against Lindsay Lane at home, and then we play Friday against Tanner. So going into Thanksgiving, we're gonna have 8 games. So either I'm dumb or I'm a genius.
We're scheduled to do that Lindsay Lane game Tuesday night too. So just throwing that out.
Yeah.
I hope it's at Elkmont, man, because there's no room.
It is at Elkmont. So and we really tried to go out and challenge ourselves because the gold standard around here in 3A girls, we know who the gold standard is. You got to beat Lauderdale County if you have any chance to do anything. And Brant does such a good job. Like people don't understand the job that he does. Like Coach Tanner just passed away, and he was a great influence in their community and in girls basketball. The reason that we play the way that we play, the style that we play, is probably due to Coach Senyard. So our prayers with his family and our thoughts with Lauderdale County. Yeah. But he had a huge influence on Brant, and people don't understand the job that Brant does. Like people think he just has good players. Dude can flat out coach. Yeah. Dude can coach.
Well, I mean, in regardless of how good your players are, it's never as easy as just rolling the ball out there and saying, go do it.
Look at Alabama football. And they got so many good players, but I mean, and they play within a system. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to. But it is amazing the amount of years at this point, decades, Lauderdale County's been so good at what they do.
And nobody cares. Like nobody cares about your record in November, other than your parents. No. Like nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And so we went out and tried to challenge ourselves. We played Rogers, defending 4A state champs. We played New Hope last night. They went to the regional, and I will be shocked if they're not in the Final Four this year.
Yeah.
So we've really tried to go out and challenge ourselves. We got East Limestone next week. We got Tanner next week. So we're playing a bunch of really good teams to try to, expose us and figure out, hey, this is where we're not very good.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get in. We don't want to get into our area schedule and figure out we're not very good at this.
It's too late.
And have to try to fix it.
Yeah.
So we've really tried to go out and expose ourselves and get challenged, and we've done that.
I'm all about on my side of it, man. Here's what I'm about. Now I'm the principal, I guess you'd call me. I've always said this in softball, baseball, basketball, and football's kind of sort of like this, but it'll beat you up. You go out, you play good people while it's not in your area or region, like Sam's doing. You go out and play those good people. So when it gets to the time that it counts, Coach Ball and I had this conversation when Ardmore, he got the Ardmore softball job. I said, man, it ain't about you getting 5,000 wins on your record. Go play Bob Jones. Go play James. Let them beat you 6-3, and you grow as a team.
Oh, yeah.
You get tougher because, like he just mentioned, Rogers. I mean, last year my wife's team was pretty decent, and then they go play Rogers, and Rogers beats them by 1,000 because Rogers has got where he wants to be.
Yeah.
And if you play those people and you play it close, you got something to build on, even if you don't. And by the time you get to region, it's going by slower, and you can play a lot better. But, with Sam, I'm going to add on that with Sam. One thing I like about Sam is what I try to do as a coach, and he does a great job of it. You might be my middle school coach, but I'm right there with you. Just in case I see something that I don't like, I'm going to tell you, hey, don't do that. And then you worry about, well, what? He's your coach. You're not going to let him coach? No, it's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Exactly.
I'm going to let you drive my truck, but I expect you to fill it back up with gas. Man.
I like it.
And Sam does a great job of standing there on the sides. And, a few years ago, he had one of my old guys over there coaching with him. And with Bryant, when Bryant was there, you got to stay with Bryant Wells, or Bryant would get off there and get a technical and thrown out of the whole city of town.
Yeah, Bryant's got a temperament like mine. That's
I love it.
I can never do that kind of
Coach,
job.
who's? I'm sorry, but who's helping you? Who you got now? I know you had a lot of turnover there.
Yeah, so Patrick Chambliss does our JV. He's our assistant, and then Emily Holt does our middle school. She's actually our school nurse too. That's a double whammy. So if anybody gets hurt, we're good there. And we've got a volunteer assistant, Stephanie Bentley. She helps us in the junior high.
Awesome.
So, but as far as the program, like at the end of the day, this is what I tell them all the time. I tell our parents at this parent meeting, if you have an issue, you don't go to those other coaches. You come to me, because at the end of the day, like the buck stops with me.
Mm-hmm.
If something goes wrong in our program, it's my fault because I'm the boss. So, President Truman had a sign on his desk when he was the president, and it said the buck stops here.
Yeah,
that's right.
So and that's the way I've always tried to take it. I'm the one making the most money, so I'm the one that should have the most headaches.
That's right.
Well, and all that aside, it's kind of like what Coach Legg was saying. It's at the end of the day, it's you want those younger girls to do what it is that you want them to do, and be coached like you would coach them. So, by the time they do reach you, that they're prepared, and it's not, shock.
It ain't just that too. Like the biggest thing about sports, I don't coach basketball to win a basketball game. That's not why I coach basketball. I coach basketball to help build relationships with kids. A lot of those kids, that's all we got, man.
Yeah.
That's all those kids got is basketball. And so I want basketball. I want high school. The high school should be the funnest time in your life. Because you got nothing to worry about. And a lot of our kids in our schools, and Clint can tell you this, have a lot more things to worry about than they should.
Yeah.
And so, even when they're in the 7th grade, I try to get to them and try to build relationships with them. And if they're just a better person because they were in our program, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
If we don't win another basketball game the whole time I'm at Elkmont, as long as our kids are better people than they were when they got there, I'll be happy.
And as a high school coach, and both y'all know this, that you're like a surrogate father sometimes, or brother, uncle, and you are teaching life skills, life in general.
Like for us,
like you said, win or lose, it's about those type things, and a lot of people I don't think realize. I would love to know what there's no way of knowing, but the percentage of kids that go to school just to play ball.
Yeah,
it's a lot. For people that says it don't matter, come to Elkmont and Clements, where there's a lot of things that's going against them as far as finances at home and stuff, and let them put on that Elkmont or that Clements gear, and they take care of it and they love it, and because it's all they got. So,
and we're on social media. If you follow us on social media, you see we're talking about grit all the time. GRIT. For us, it stands for growth, resiliency, integrity, and team. We adopted that last year, and our kids have really bought into that. The growing in hard times, be resilient in hard times, do everything you can with integrity, because it really don't matter if you do things the wrong way, it's eventually going to bite you in the tail.
Yeah.
And then be a part of something bigger than you. There's not a bigger lesson that sports can teach you as far as being a part of something bigger than you. Somebody's got to be the CEO. Somebody's got to be the janitor. Nobody wants to sit the bench, but somebody has to. That's just the way it is. And so sports teaches you the lesson of being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. That's in a marriage. That's being part of a church. That's being part of a team. Whatever. At some point, you're gonna have a kid, and they're gonna look at you and depend on you to go do your job, go to work, bring home money so they can eat.
Absolutely.
And so
that's
sports teaches all that, being a part of something bigger than you.
Yep, it really does. Well, Coach, man, listen, thanks so much for stopping by and joining us. And
good luck on that easy week next week, son.
You like that? I told our assistants, I was like, if we can get to Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving ain't no light thing either. We play Lincoln County and section, so. But anyway, if we can get through Thanksgiving around 500, I really like our chances for our team. And we haven't had we've played all these games without Thea Hamlin, who's our point guard. She's been out, so she's back Monday. Thank goodness.
Well, that's going to help a lot.
She's not going to be in basketball shape, but I mean.
Well, no, but she'll get there.
Yeah, she's going to help for sure.
Well, all right, Coach. Well, we'll certainly have you back on and keep up with you during the year, and we'll be rooting for you. And
we appreciate you guys and all that you do to cover us.
We appreciate it so much. You've been listening to Coach Sam Wallace, head girls basketball coach at Elkmont. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by AL.com writer and author of the book, We Want Bama, A Season of Hope in the Making of Nick Saban's Ultimate Team. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
Hey guys. guys, this is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Have yourself a merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber-fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Get the gift that doesn't require wrapping, faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
This is former University of Georgia guard Mike McWhorter, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Yeah. Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're fixing to be joined here briefly by Joseph Goodman. I think we finally got him online. Joseph works for AL.com and is the author of the book We Want Bama, A Season of Hope in the Making of Nick Saban's Ultimate Team. Joseph, how you doing this morning?
Guys, I'm here at Jordan Hare Stadium. I was standing for the national anthem when you guys were trying to call me right then.
Well, so I asked you how you were doing. Obviously, if you're down there, you're not doing that good, but I'm kidding. I'm an Alabama fan, so obviously.
Hey, no, I hear you, man, but a 51-point favorite, you know. There actually might be some news value to covering the Auburn game this week. No,
I absolutely understand that. So you're going to be joined this morning by Coach Clint Legg, myself, Todd. We're both Alabama fans. Gavin, who's unfortunately a Georgia Bulldog fan.
He wishes he was an Alabama fan.
He used to be an Alabama fan. And then my sister, he's my nephew, dropped him on his head and something went wrong. And then, of course, Tim Lambert. But
He'll be all right one day.
Yeah, man. So thanks so much for joining us this morning. We know you're busy. And we're
cool. It's all good, man. Yeah.
What's the weather like down there? It should be a little bit warmer, I would hope.
It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful fall day in Alabama, I think, everywhere in the state.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What is it up there?
The high today is only supposed to be 50 up here.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Okay, yeah, I think it's around 55 down here, 56 right now.
Okay, nice. Yeah, it's perfect football weather, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, your work with AL.com, and
are we on? Are we live right now?
We are.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
This
isn't recording. This is straight up live.
Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah, man. So, I am originally from Alabama. You know, I was born in Mobile, raised in Birmingham, and I went to UAB. Graduated, started working for the Miami Herald. Worked there for 10 years, covering high schools, then the Gators, and then the Miami Heat. And they brought me back home to right from a hometown and home state newspaper and news website, and been back here for about 6 years now, and just really wanted to be back home and be a part of everything. And that's my story, I just love the state of Alabama, and I was honored to be able to kind of chronicle, the year of 2020 through the lens of Alabama's football team.
Yeah, and we haven't read the book yet. We're certainly going to. It sounds like it's going to be a really good read, and being an Alabama fan, obviously, I know I'm going to love it. But, Miami, living down there for quite such a long time and covering professional sports is obviously a lot different than being at home and covering college sports, for sure, isn't it?
Yeah. Two totally different vibes, absolutely. But at the same time, when you cover professional sports, there are a lot of people from Alabama who are a part of professional sports and at every level. So, away from home, but always with people, it seemed like, who were from Alabama. So that was great.
Yeah, I'm sure. So listen, so you were, prior to writing the book, you were working on something else that was in a total different direction from what I understand. But I never read what that direction of that other book was going to be. What can you share that with us, or is that something that's going to be coming at us maybe at a later date?
No. I was working on something, more football centric, just about Alabama's decade of dominance and all that has gone into that. But then I scrapped that entire book completely when the pandemic happened, because I knew that I needed to capture the biggest news event of our lives. And I set about writing and reporting this book as it was happening, which was an enormous challenge, for people who write books. So the stress of all that, was pretty intense. But I knew that it was going to be worth it. I knew that I needed to capture, just what was going on at that historic time, in our lives and for college football.
Yeah. And somebody needed to. So just to be able to do that, because you're right, at the time when the pandemic hit, it changed so many things, obviously, family situations and things like that. But for those of us that love sports, it just put a screeching halt to how everything was done, and, canceled games and seasons. And, it was just amazing to see everything be put, to such a halt so quick.
Well, it changed your perspective on things real fast.
That's true, too, absolutely.
100%. And then that perspective kind of evolved as the pandemic grew on. First it was, well, are these sports that important that we need to be playing it? And then as the perseverance came through with the players and the coaches and everyone involved, and people really appreciated all the hard work and all the sacrifice that everyone was making to make these games happen, while everybody was dealing with this pandemic. So, that was a roller coaster ride of emotions in and of itself.
Yeah. Now, being involved with UAB, what are your thoughts on the resurgence of their football program finally being brought back, which should have never had gone away to begin with, and new stadium and some success so far?
Yeah,
that's been a great story as well.
Absolutely. Really happy for those guys and everything that they've been able to do. The students there really got behind that team and the spirit of that school and the city when they took the team away, and it just was this organic movement, that just kept building on itself, and really fun to watch. And now you have UAB in a new stadium, and they're moving into the American Athletic Conference. So, it looks like they're going to be set up, to have as much potential for long-term success, I guess, as they can have.
Well, moving on to this new book you've got out called We Want Bama. Now we watch TV and we see these folks holding up the signs in the stadiums. We want Bama.
Yeah. Before you say something, Tim. So last week when Tim Joseph was talking about bringing you on, and as soon as he said the name of the book, the other 2 or 3 of us that were here all went at the same time. No, they don't.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
I was going to say, I'm sure this is not an interview with everybody who's ever held that sign up. So, tell us what this book is about.
Yeah, well, We Want Bama means a few different things, to a few different kinds of people. So, for Alabama fans, it's like, no, you don't. And but for everyone else, it's like, it's become really like the battle cry and the meme, so to speak, of Nick Saban's era at Alabama. So, it just means to test yourself against the best of the best, and that's really gone beyond sports and even beyond college football and even beyond sports. At this point, you hear people saying that all the time, joking around, and so it's really just kind of captured everything about this era for Alabama football.
It's like the SEC. It just means more.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Well, and you brought up a great point about last year's season and the social justice movement when all of that came about, and how some of the players took it upon themselves and then went to Coach Saban about wanting to do something. And I won't say it was a historic walk through the campus, but a very important walk through the campus.
Right. That really brought the team together, and it helped them form this strong brotherhood that really carried through the season. And, once they took that stand and did what they did, they had this team chemistry that, they just were not going to lose throughout the season. It was obvious from the very beginning. And, Saban, to his credit, just listened to his players and did what his players asked him to do. And, sometimes when you're a leader, that's all you have to do.
Yeah, well, that's what good leaders actually do is, listen to their whoever, and of course they're not employees, but his players, and he did listen to them and went through there. I remember that day, and it was amazing to see the news coverage of it. I remember a lot of news stations broke in live with that.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. They were talking about it everywhere, all over the world.
Yeah, it was a big deal. So, talking about the SEC, do you have any thoughts on how the season's been, not just for Alabama and Auburn, but the conference as a whole?
Yes, the conference as a whole, college football in general. This is one of my favorite college football seasons to cover in my career, just because it's like week to week to week. There's some incredible upset happening, and all these top 5 and top 10 teams being upset. It even caught up to Alabama at Texas A&M.
Yeah.
So, this week, who knows? It might be Purdue taking out Ohio State, because the Boilermakers have become the Spoilermakers, this season. And in the SEC, when is the SEC is always good, but God, it's so deep right now with the fact that you have Texas A&M starting the season losing to Mississippi State and Arkansas, and then improving to the point where they can beat Alabama and Auburn, which were at the top, the SEC West standings. So, just so much incredible, I guess, competitive.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not diverse per se. I don't know what the word is either. But it's crazy who can beat who should not beat who, but then they
It reminds me a lot of the 2007 season.
Yeah, right.
When everybody was beating everybody.
Yeah.
Well, the reason there's so much parity is because we have the super seniors this year,
right?
And that's really added an element of experience to some of these teams that might not have, the level of athletes as the elites. But when you got guys who've been there and done that, it doesn't really matter. So
I think the super seniors helped Arkansas a lot this season.
Yeah, absolutely. especially early in the season.
Yeah, any program, and I think you see it more so in college basketball, maybe more so than even football, but anytime you can stick around and have a good group of seniors, it seems like those teams, even if they're mid-tier, are going to have a great deal more success because they've had that experience of playing with each other and know what each other's capabilities are and how to work together as a team. So, I don't know. So what are your thoughts on Alabama moving forward this year? I know it hadn't been offensively, obviously, what we were doing last year, and defense certainly seems to be not what it was. Well, you know what? I take that back. Defensively, I don't know. Last year, even though we won the championship, it wasn't top notch. So,
no. I mean, you can make the case that the defense is better at this point than maybe it was last year because they really showed up in the fourth quarter against LSU. I mean, if it wasn't for the defense, they might have lost. They probably would have lost that game.
Won. Yeah, they won. The defense did win that game. Yeah.
Right. So. The offense had an off week, and that's going to happen when you have young players. It's the inconsistency creeping in that Nick Saban has talked about all season. That's when you have young players who are extremely talented. Sometimes there can be inconsistency just because this is their first time through it, and they don't know how the SEC is and the intensity level week to week to week. So. It's a team that's still improving, though, and I would still not be surprised if they went in and made it to the SEC championship game and had a shot, really good shot, maybe even be favored to beat Georgia. But the game against Arkansas is going to be tough. The game here at Auburn is going to be an incredible game, I think, between Alabama and Auburn. So that should be like a classic Iron Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I think I might be wrong here. Hadn't Alabama lost the last 2 out of 3 at Auburn? Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And unfortunately, sitting across from my nephew here, Gavin, who's a big Georgia fan. If y'all really want Alabama to win, y'all have to make sure that y'all hope that me and Gavin watch this football game together. Because anytime we do, good things happen for the Tide. So I'm just saying, Gavin usually won't even answer my texts, my phone calls, tells his mama to keep Uncle Todd away, just because he knows bad things are going to happen if I'm around and the Tide and the Bulldogs are playing. So, but Georgia they're having a phenomenal year. They've got really, really good athletes. So obviously, athletically wise, they stack right up against Alabama. So maybe even better defense, certainly. I mean, the best defense in the nation, I guess.
They've only allowed 13 points, I think, a couple times, and never more than that. So the defensive line is just shut everybody down.
I saw a stat that the Georgia defense now, nobody has done what they've been doing since the 92 Tide team.
Wow. I believe it. I mean, they've been dominant.
It kind of feels like that kind of defense.
It does.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're very physical, and they're strong, they're fast, and
right.
Seems like they
got stars.
Position.
They got superstars at every level, So
absolutely. Who are maybe some of your other favorite SEC teams, if you have any, outside of Alabama?
Really, I love the conference and the matchups week to week to week.
Yeah.
Covering Auburn for AL.com. I love the Tigers. I love Kirby Smart at Georgia and what they're doing there. I'm really interested to see what happens. Right now, this game is going on while we're talking.
Yeah, we're watching it, unfortunately.
Against Mississippi State.
Oh, well, we're watching Alabama.
Yeah, sorry, we made you miss a touchdown there by Auburn there a little while ago.
Yeah, I'm watching in the back of the press box on the television.
Okay.
Right now.
Oh, and one of our co-hosts, Tom McClung, he's bless his heart, he's an Auburn fan, but he's also down there in the press box. I told him we were talking to you from up there, so he may be looking you up.
He may.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We're letting y'all big wigs stay up in the press box while us peons stay in the studio.
This is the first time I've ever been on a radio show during a football game that I'm covering.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm sure you know AP Steadham. Have you ever heard of AP?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we have AP's a weekly guest of ours, and so he joins us every week from wherever he's at on location. He's anywhere from Notre Dame to Michigan to, of course, Alabama and Auburn and anywhere else
Absolutely.
in between. So.
Love that guy. He's an Alabama legend for sure.
Well, man, listen, tell us real quick where we can get your book, and if you got any book signings coming up.
Yeah, it's available wherever books are sold. You can go on Amazon. You can go to your local bookstore. You can order it. I've been telling people to order it to their local bookstore and just go in to pick it up, because that really helps local independent bookshops. Signed copies available at Thank You Books in Birmingham. If you want to call them or look them up online, they can ship you a signed copy, because they have some in their inventory that I've already signed. I think we might be having an event in Huntsville coming up.
Oh, okay.
So I can definitely keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah, please do. I was going to say, definitely let Tim know, and we'll try to make it over there.
Okay, I will.
That would be awesome. Well, man, thanks again so much for joining us. We Want Bama, A Season of Hope, and Making of Nick Saban's Ultimate Team is the book. Everybody go out, get it, and read it. Support Joseph and all he does. Read his articles on AL.com. And, man, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, guys, happy to do it. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, listen, have a great time. Enjoy the game, and we'll let you get back to work.
Okay. Thanks, gentlemen.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Joseph Goodman, AL.com, Auburn sportswriter, and author of We Want Bama, A Season of Hope, and the Making of Nick Saban's Ultimate Team. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Don McAfee, head coach of Lindsay Lane swimming team. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page, another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Elkmont girls basketball coach Tom Wallace, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Joined by producers Jordan and Tim Lambert, Todd DeVite, Tomerlin, Gavin Greenhaw, and Coach Clint Legg. We were expecting to have Lindsay Lane swim coach Don McAfee on. We're currently trying to still get her on the phone. So, guys, we're just going to talk a little bit about football.
She coaches over in Decatur, and I think she may have been having a
maybe
meet
had
today.
a meet or something. Hard to hear with all them whistles in there.
But before we do that, Todd, I want Gavin, let's play a quick game here before we get started about Todd. We'll call it sitting or standing. Is Todd sitting or standing right now? What would you say?
I would say standing.
Nope, he's sitting.
Well, I got one leg on the floor and one cheek on the seat. So
that is awesome. I'm sorry, Todd.
My problem is I'm as tall as I am wide. So
I love you.
Love y'all.
Hey, I got a text on our Tailgate Talk line a while ago asking about the realignments coming up here in a couple of months, and they had heard rumors about maybe East and Ardmore moving up to 6A. And I talked to Jeff; he didn't see them moving, and maybe Hartsville and Muscle Shoals going to 7A. So.
I mean, here's what I know. That'll be towards the end of this month. They should clear up football, and then the way that's going. And I'll look for everybody to kind of stay the same. Now, listen, everybody here has been out towards East Limestone and seen the growth there. It's just a matter of time before they go 6A.
Yeah.
Ardmore might fall in, but listen to me, guys. If Ardmore and East goes 6A, our county's going to rethink the way we do sports, because you can't treat them no longer like you treat Clements and Elkmont and West, because they're going to balloon up. They need. I say they need more, absolutely, because it's almost like when you get 6A, as Gavin knows, 6A, 7A, it's almost treated like a small college.
Yeah,
and we can't treat it like that. It's got to be different here in the county.
Well, I mean, you think about it, and you know some more coach than obviously I would, but I know years and years ago. Seemingly, it seemed like the city of Athens schools pretty much, and there's a lot less of them than there are in the county, pretty much had the same amount of money, if not more, flowing through there. So, it takes a lot of money to have athletic programs and successful ones at that. And I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you look at Athens High School versus East Limestone.
Yeah. That's right.
Student-wise, they're really close to having the same amount. Campus-wise, I mean, Athens looks like,
it's
junior
college.
college.
And something else to make it clear: East Limestone is not going to be 6A because of the athletes that's coming to East Limestone. No. It's the population.
It's the population.
Make that clear. But here's what I told Jeff, and I don't want to steal their fire, and I think there's steps being made to get this Athens East rivalry back in football.
So.
Because, man, for East, in Athens, it's a money maker. Coach Gross even talked about having it on Saturday before they get started.
There's no point in why they shouldn't play.
I agree.
I totally agree.
I mean, no point. I don't care what may have happened in the stands once or twice.
They should play in every sport.
Every sport. I mean, we did when I was, back then, of course, it was only 4A, and we were 2A, and they were 4A, and we played, and we were a rivalry, but we weren't. But now, I will say we did not play them in football, but we did in every other sport.
Right.
It's
there's
through
too
the
much
years,
money.
Gavin, you played. I mean, you knew how important that rivalry was to you.
That was it. That was the game.
Your brother played. I mean, that was the game in this county.
And to be honest with both of you guys, when I was at Ardmore, I wanted to do that. I wanted some of that because I knew we weren't going to. I'm not saying we're going to win. I need the money.
Yeah.
Even Athens Ardmore would have been a heck of a gate for
sure.
football.
Absolutely.
It lets me pay for stuff to get us better while we're getting better by playing a great Athens team.
Right. It's no different than Alabama and New Mexico State today. New Mexico State's getting paid a lot of money to come in there, and right now, beat us. We just go.
No, yeah,
but you know, that's how they build their program. Right. UNA's building their program off the backs of Nebraska's and all these other places. They're going and you know, taking lumps on the head initially, but you know.
But if Athens and East is going to continue to play, and East has got to play 6A guys, it shouldn't be. I mean, look at Athens' facilities. Now they're getting the old rec center for football, and now they got the turf up there. And I feel like we're going to have to readjust the way we think about spending our money and spend it more towards, I don't know, because I think Clements will grow when all this moves in.
We're running, it's going to have to.
You know, they're all going to be. And by the way, it's under construction. They're fixed to build Elkmont Elementary School out there on 127.
I went through there, matter of fact, I saw yesterday, Athens is the second fastest growing city in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Next to Madison. So everything is, you're right, Coach, is going to have to start moving west because we're running out of room on the east part of the county. And you drive through East Limestone in some of those areas, even into Ardmore, and they, you know, it's getting filled up. And
it'll be very interesting to see those guys how we realign. But here's what I hope don't happen. I hope they don't succumb to letting the private schools once again select what classification they're going to be in.
Yeah.
Like where's Mars Hill, the monster that beat Tanner last night?
Yeah.
They going to let them go 2A or move up to 3A?
They should be playing 4A ball.
Yeah, they should be playing 4A ball. That's a great point. Well, listen, we're finally joined on the line by Coach Don McAfee. Coach McAfee is the swim coach at Lindsay Lane Christian Academy. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you doing today?
We're doing fine. Thank you so much for joining us.
Definitely.
So, swim coach, I didn't even know that Lindsay Lane had a swim team. Is this something that's new and we just not know about it?
We started the swim team a few years ago when one of the private school kids on our private team asked if we could have a swim team, and I agreed to coach the team. It was for Grant King.
Okay. So that is that all? Obviously, I guess that it takes to have a team is just to have a swimmer.
Just to have a swimmer. I coach 6 of the high schools in North Alabama, and a couple of them only have one swimmer.
Oh, wow. So you're all over.
Yes, and Lindsay Lane has 3 girls and 3 boys.
Oh, okay. Now, where do y'all practice and have your meets?
We practice at the Aquadome in Decatur, and then we have swim meets anywhere from Boaz, Albertville, Madison, and Huntsville for high school.
Wow. So you are busy.
And I'm sorry?
So you are busy. Absolutely.
Yes. We have the state meets coming up in December, and Grant will be going to state in Auburn at Auburn University.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations for that. So that was going to be my next question is when is swim season? So obviously we're in the middle of it, huh?
Yeah, it's now.
Swim season starts the first Monday in August and ends the first weekend in December.
Okay. Now what all different I don't know what the word terminology is. That's pitiful.
No, you're
the
good.
different events. Events. What different events does Grant participate?
We have anything from a 50 freestyle is 2 lengths of the pool, all the way up to 1650, which is over 60 lengths. Most of the kids swim 2, 4 to 8 lengths of the pool for their races.
Ooh. Yeah, y'all have to come flush me out from the bottom of it before I got halfway down through one. That's for sure. So, do you, since you are kind of so spread out, whenever you're practicing with these kids, I mean, do you try to bring them all to the Aquadome, even though it's different schools, all together at once to practice?
Yes.
Or do you do? Okay, so they kind of see each other and how good the other team is and all that during the course of practice, then, don't they?
They do, and they also get to travel together and root each other on. We have an alphabet soup of a team that gets to come together and root each other on, where they learn more camaraderie and not just about their school, but about other people.
That is awesome. Now, when I was growing up, and I'm an old man now, but And swim was a big deal around here. I don't know if Coach Legg, Gavin, you're a bit younger.
We also had the city pool.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we had the city pool, and you had swim team, and it was a big deal to be on swim team. And is that still something that goes on around in this area? Like,
Athens Gators do have a swim team during the summer. They do not have a swim team the rest of the year. So the summer swim kids that want to swim year-round have to go to either Decatur or Madison or Huntsville usually for their swim teams.
Oh, okay.
So I think you said you had a meet going on today. Is that right?
We're at Dublin Park in Madison for a USA swimming meet today.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We have kids from Athens High School with us today trying to qualify for sectionals and get their times down, and from Lindsay Lane and a few other high schools around the area.
Okay. Now, how long does a typical swim season last? How many meets?
You can swim as far as you can do 8 dual meets, or you can do invitationals. We usually do about 4 to 6 invitationals. Plus, you have sectionals, which will be November 19 and 20 in Huntsville. And then we have state the first weekend of December in Auburn.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's very cool. It's now, this is pitiful. I haven't been in it yet, but the city of Athens, when they built that new rec center, they didn't build a swimming pool, did they? Yeah.
No, and in fact, the Wellness Center, from what I understand, is going to be closing their pool down.
What?
So a lot of those kids are going to be looking for pools to be able to work in, and everything from 1-year-old up to 95 are going to be looking for a new pool.
They got the pool right They got the pool by the rec center, right?
Yeah,
they have the outdoor pool.
Okay.
Yeah, the outdoor pool is only, it's not, from what I understand, it's not heated. I could not answer that, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be swimming today.
It also doesn't look long enough to be competitive.
Well, I think they have meets there, during the summer, I think.
Oh, during the summer they do. Athens swims for Alabama Recreation and Park Association.
Okay.
And so their division is them and, I can't think of who's up there. Florence, and there's another city up there, up to the left of you guys, that you guys swim with.
Now, is there not a requirement for the length of a pool for it to be a part of competitive racing? Because that
20.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no! It's 25 yards for a short course and 50 meter for long course.
Okay.
All right. And is this swim and dive or just swimming?
During the summer, during high school, we do have swim and dive, yes.
Okay. I didn't know if this was a swim and dive. I knew James Clemens had swim and dive, but, I didn't know if Athens, competed in those events. I guess it just depends on the kids you've got competing as to what they can do, right?
Well, right now, diving-wise, there's only dive space in Birmingham and in Huntsville. So what happened is COVID really cut down a lot of the divers because they couldn't get space in a pool.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. And I hated to hear that about the wellness center. That's crazy. That's the only reason I ever went up there was to get in that water.
Yeah, we were told about it last week. And in fact, I was told about that the day before I went to a city council meeting in Decatur to discuss our new pool.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we'll be getting a new pool in the next 2 years here, which can help you guys out, bring more kids and adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to complain about the wellness center, just call up and speak to Chana. Ask her what's going on.
Okay.
We'll go talk to Chana.
Ask her what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Coach, listen, thanks so much for joining us. It's really cool to find out that Lindsay Lane's got this team, and we'll have to keep up with y'all and have you back on at the end of the season to see how all of them finish up.
Well, thank you guys so much. The kids are going to be really excited to hear all this.
Awesome. Well, thank you for what you do. You're busy without a doubt, and I know they appreciate all your hard work, and we'll have you back on soon.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, you too. That was Coach Don. Bye-bye. That was Coach Don McAfee, Lindsay Lane, head swimming coach. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our SEC guru, AP Steadham. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it on our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Carla Serrato from Tanner High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Darryl Cheney, formerly of the Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080. We're currently joined by our SEC guru and main man of our show each week, AP Steadham. AP, how you doing, bud?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
Man, thanks so much for joining us as always, bud.
My pleasure.
So, you had a busy week. What's been going on?
Yeah, just been getting ready for this these final games that are happening. You know, Alabama with their cupcake today, and you know, I think they're 1-8 against the spread when it's 50 points because Nick Saban, you know, he doesn't like to pile on.
Right.
So
yeah, it's like a 50-something point.
51.5.
Yeah, 51.5.
51.5. Yeah. So where would they be without Jamison Williams, Alabama? When you think about it, right?
There we go.
He doesn't have the most catches, I don't think, but man, has he done some good things for the Tide this year.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, he gets open and he catches the ball. He's got good hands. You know, he had a few drops here and there, but and then let's see more of the tight end. Can we see more of the tight end catching the ball?
Much more of the tight end.
Well, where's Billington be? Like, where's he been?
Number 19. Then my man head back to Chicago, or where is my man?
Yeah.
Where is he?
I mean, he hadn't showed up all season, feels like.
You know, so 1 minute you have faith in him to catch punts, as a tight end at Alabama. That's only happened like when Ozzie Newsome was playing. Ozzie was a wide receiver, but sometimes he played tight end that I can recall. And then he disappears. So I'd like to see him in this when they get ready for these bigger games. Number 19 out on the field, and Latu has a touchdown today, I believe, as well. So let's see him throw to the tight ends because they're so valuable down the road. All these teams, they're going to try to shut down Williams and Don Mitchell III. I think the tight end in the future games here is going to be critical. I really do.
Yep. Speaking of offense or offensive players, how would you grade Coach O'Brien up to this point this year?
Yeah, it's been a mystery on some of the play calling. And, I think I've mentioned this in the past. I'm not too interested in the play calling particularly, but when it catches my attention, then it has to be something strange happening. So especially when Nick Saban kind of joked about it when they called the timeout to change a play, that mishap at I think it was A&M when they had some of those calls throwing the ball and they're close to the goal line and Robinson was having a pretty good night. So, yeah, but, hey, they still have games moving forward, so that's what matters the most. Can you alter those mistakes, play calling mistakes, to do a better job in the red zone particularly?
Yep, I don't know if you've got both games on or not. Auburn just scored a touchdown, 57-yard touchdown reception. So
what's that score I got?
It's better be 14-3.
Yeah.
Auburn. That's what I thought. 14-3. Yeah, that's a big game for them. And
it is.
The good Bo Nix plays well on the Plains, right?
He does.
Yeah.
Unless he's playing Georgia.
Yeah, well, right. So that's important for them to win this ball game because Alabama here in a couple weeks, that could change the fortunes for everybody. If what are they looking at now? They're looking for what A&M to win or Ole Miss to win.
A&M to win.
Give Auburn a shot. A&M to win, right?
A&M needs to win. Wait, no.
No, A&M. If A&M wins out, that Auburn doesn't have a shot.
No, but if A&M loses tonight and Auburn beats Bama,
right?
I think Auburn's in.
Yeah. That's it then. So you're looking for Ole Miss to win this game. Yeah.
I just don't want to have to go down there and since we've lost 2 out of 3 down there, for all that to be on the line. I just don't.
Yeah.
But if we do, I mean, that's why you play the games, right?
That's the most fun. And what I tell people is when Nick Saban first arrived, he made that statement in a speech down here in Mobile. The Auburn people were in the crowd as well. Alabama-Auburn was a split crowd that day.
Yep.
And he said it's best if both teams are good because then you get that national television and the hype. You don't want those teams to not play well during the season and nobody's watching the game on national television. You want everybody watching the game. So, I realize people root against Alabama, against Auburn, but you're rooting against your own interest.
Right.
Is what you're doing.
Yeah, because we need them to be good for us to have an opportunity. And like you said, it's always fun when you got both teams. I never root for Auburn ever, but at the same time, it's always cool if they're ranked real high and we're ranked real high and the game means something. Makes it that much more special. So.
I love it. I love it when the two teams are, they're playing for something big and national television is watching.
Yep.
It's exciting and they push each other. I want them to push each other. Competition.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't like competition. I mean, that's what you hear all the time from the coaches. We want competition on our roster. We want competition in the game. So it's important.
Yep, absolutely. Well, AP, man, thanks so much for joining us. Next week when we come back on, we're going to have to talk some basketball, buddy.
Yes. Yeah, there's some good basketball on both sides. I love that, too. That's what I love.
Too.
I love that.
So we'll talk some hoops and along with some football, and we hope you have a great week.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, thanks, buddy. That was AP Steadham, our WKC ACC guru. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined in studio with head Ardmore basketball coach Kyle Owens and on the phone, girls basketball coach Jared Kirkpatrick. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Lindsay Lane's Ruby Callan, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Ruby picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
Have yourself a merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber-fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Get the gift that doesn't require wrapping. Faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hey, this is Rusty Brand, head coach of the Athens Bible School varsity boys basketball team, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We got in studio head basketball coach of the Ardmore Tiger boys team, Kyle Owens, and joining us on the phone is the girls head basketball coach, Jared Kirkpatrick. Coaches, how are y'all this morning?
We're great.
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Good deal, Coach. So, Coach Kirkpatrick, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about your team this year, how many seniors and juniors you may have, how young you may be, and how the season has started.
Well, we have 4 seniors, 3 of which who have played significant minutes the last few years. One hadn't played since middle school, but she's come back out and she's helping out a little bit. And we got 3 juniors. One of them played varsity minutes last year. The other 2 have not. And then we have a 10th grader that's played some varsity minutes, and then the rest of them are just a 9th grader who played as an 8th grader all year last year on varsity. And then, but pretty much kind of inexperienced as far as varsity minutes go. We opened up Tuesday night. This past Tuesday, we played Oakwood Academy, and we won that game. And so we still got a lot to work on, and we're trying to get there anyway.
Yeah, and you will. I mean, we've covered last several years. Play Action Sports has covered Ardmore basketball, and one thing that always held true was that it seemed like the girls and the boys on both teams play really hard, give extra effort. Which it's got to start with that. If you're not giving effort, it doesn't matter about the other things. But so at least they work hard and give that effort. So you can do a lot with that in itself.
Absolutely, that was one thing that was big on Tuesday night is the effort was there. Sometimes the shots don't fall. Sometimes we miss the layups, whatever. We work on that, but they're going to give the effort, and they're going to work hard every day at practice, and that's all you can ask for, like you said.
Since you just brought that up, I'm going to ask both y'all, because this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the world, and it shows you how old I am, I guess. And I know y'all aren't coaching this. What is it with these young people and not wanting to use the glass on a stinking layup?
Well, it doesn't look good. It's got to look good.
It doesn't look good when it hits the front of the rim and rolls off.
That's right.
It looks a lot better when it hits that square and goes in for 2 points.
It does. It's a lost art nowadays.
I can't imagine on both y'all's ends how frustrating that has to be. You know, Coach Legg knows from a football standpoint, you know, you're teaching whether it might be foot movement or whatever it might be, those little things that win those games.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't look pretty, so I'm going to do it this way.
That's right. And you never know what kids are going to do. Because at practice and you're going through drills, you're sitting right there on top of them, and they're using the backboard. Do we miss layups in practice? Sure. But when they get in the game, you never know how they're going to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
And that's what drives you crazy.
And I always get tickled, especially if the girls, Coach Kirkpatrick, because it's not like they're going to lay a finger roll over the front of the rim, you know, like Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? They're not at the rim.
Our girls' problem is they hit it off the backboard too hard.
Oh.
They get to going too fast and just throw it off there.
Or throw it up, hit the bottom of the rim, and it just comes.
That's exactly what I'm fixing to say, Tim. And you see that in girls' games. I don't care if they're 8 or 18. You see that a lot. It's like they're going in so hard that, like Tim just said, they'll actually, the ball will go off the bottom of the backboard. Mm-hmm. It's like they don't have that spacing or that whatever to lay it up at the right time. But part of that is not being able to go up high, I think, you know, and get closer to the rim. But I don't know. Well, Coach, what about you? Have y'all just played the one game, or have y'all had
We did play the one game. I'm going to pretend like it didn't happen. You know, our football team went into the first round of the playoffs, so I didn't get my football players back. We really had our first practice with everybody this week.
Okay.
So I went over to Oakwood Academy as well and played without the football players, and I thought we'd be able to play a little bit, and no, it was pretty bad. So we're looking to get it full strength. I'm bringing back 3 full-time starters and bringing back 1 that had a lot of minutes last year. So I'll start 3 seniors and 2 juniors, and 4 of them have played a lot of minutes on varsity. My guard was JV last year, so I only have 1 guard. So we're going to be really big with 1 guard, and
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it can cause some problems. He's going to be a guy that we lean on. He's going to have to play every minute of every game. You know, you just don't have a whole lot. So we try to do some things where we don't have to have the ball in his hands all the time, because it won't take teams long to key in on us having 1 guard. So
I mean, once they start doubling him and trapping him,
teaching these bigs how to be guards is something that we're trying to do. And I feel like we shoot the ball better than we have in years past, and we are, you know, pretty big. So we're going to play a lot of zone and get after it. But, you know, like you said, just want to work hard, because most teams you're going to play are going to have better athletes than we do. You just got to work hard, and that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be interesting, just having that 1 guard, and especially one with not as much experience. And like you said, it doesn't take teams too long to figure that out in the course of a 4-quarter game. So I assume there's not going to be a lot of getting it out and going.
No, not a whole lot. You know, until the guys, like I said, we're long. So you know, when we break a press, and even like when we're working on it in practice, and we had some good success the other night. Because we are so long, we can throw it over the top of it.
I was just fixing to say, you don't really have to put the ball on the floor.
We really don't, and we've done good. You know, and I got a couple guys who can go up towards the rim and get it. So if you can just throw it over the top and throw it to the rim, we've had some good success already in practice, and you know, at that 1 game. So, but it really starts cranking up. You know, this week we're playing 2, and then you go into Thanksgiving break, and you know, we got to go. You know, it's time. I'm letting them go wide open now.
Where do y'all play at, Kyle?
We play at Lincoln County on Tuesday, which is going to be tough, because that's the type of team that's good for us, especially with having the 1 guard, because they come after you the minute you throw that ball in.
Oh, wow.
And they don't stop. It don't matter what that scoreboard is. They don't stop until that buzzer's over. And then Thursday night we open up at home against Clements, who's really come out of the gate strong. So, you know, it's not going to get easier for us, but I think it's good preparation to play teams like that early on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Can we go back to pet peeves?
Let's do it.
Can I have mine?
Yeah.
Team shoes. buy team shoes.
Yeah.
I hate seeing the worst dude on the field wearing pink Nikes.
Yeah.
You're terrible, dude. You don't want to show all them shoes when you're that bad.
And kids want to do that bad.
I know.
They want to, and we won't make them wear the same exact shoe, but it's got to be black and white.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm good with that. I mean, it's hard to find the same one they all like.
That's right.
But wearing a purple, unbelievable. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
You're
you
right.
know what? That's a huge, and I think Gavin's always felt that way too.
Yeah.
And Gavin's played on teams like that. I know when I played at East back in the '80s, Coach Black, Coach Drake, you didn't not necessarily wear the same color. You wore the same shoes.
Yeah.
We wore Converse in basketball. I don't remember what we wore in baseball. Pony. We wore Pony in basketball too, and I think Pony in baseball. But anyway, it's a team.
It is.
You know, it's not. You know, you don't wear the pink and the purple.
My middle school coach is really strict about that. Even at practice, it's got to be the same black and white socks. I mean, even at practice, he's really strict about it. So they're used to it by the time they get to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's good. Well, listen, coaches, man, thank y'all so much for joining us. We're going to be rooting for y'all this year. Definitely have y'all back on.
Thanks for having us.
And wish y'all luck this week and on your schedule, and we'll have y'all back on soon to catch up with you, okay?
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks so much. Listen, you were listening to Coach Kyle Owens and Jared Kirkpatrick, boys and girls head basketball coaches for the Ardmore Tigers. Thanks for everybody that joined us this week. Coach Legg, thanks for coming up here. Gavin, buddy, thank you so much. We can't wait till the Tide and the Bulldogs get together on the field. We're going to have a good time. Thanks, Tim.
Hey, Gavin got that smirky look on his face. Like he knows something we don't.
Yeah,
he
always has that smirky look until we wipe it off.
Calling Daddy today.
Yeah, Tim, thanks so much for a great show, man. Everybody have a great week. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKC, the Big 1080.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.